Few Saudi Arabian designers of robes, known as Tobes and Kunduras, can claim to have dressed American rapper Snoop Dogg when he came to the region. But Hatem Alakeel can do just that. He sat down with Inspire for an exclusive interview to talk about the social and economic changes he's witnessing in his home country, and of course, about the shifting sands of traditional fashion. The social and economic role of women in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is changing at a rapid pace. And for the past 5 years, Saudi designer Hatem Alakeel has been watching from the wings, quietly helping ladies make a statement with their clothes. Instead of conservative black abayas, Hatem created kimono-inspired long jackets with geometric collars and intricate embroidery, and the pieces have sent ripples around the region. Most recently, the designer has also turned his hand to film directing, putting Saudi women in the driving seat in a short movie which shows an empowered lady taking control of her life and steering it in a new direction. Alongside his film foray, Hatem continues to pen menswear designs for his label Toby, which he launched in 2008 and earned him the nickname King of Kunduras. Reflecting the designer's international upbringing in Jeddah, Switzerland and Boston, his robes are diverse and unconventional, given their sharp silhouettes, statement colours and contemporary flourishes, a style not only adopted by gentlemen of the region, but also the likes of Snoop Dogg and Christian Louboutin. Hatem, a very warm welcome to Inspire Middle East. Thank you for speaking to Euronews.
Thank you for having me.
Across all of your ranges, women's wear, menswear and children, how far can you push the creative envelope when it comes to design, especially within Saudi Arabia?
With the men's, you really have to stop at a certain point, especially if it's something that's, practical and everyday wear, there's only very few pieces, the Snoop Dogg, the Tobe, the creative Tobe, the ones that are more red carpet fashion piece statements. But the ones that we also need to take into account is the everyday wear, classic Tobes that still have my twist, but need to be more practical.
The abaya, the traditional garments worn by women across the Middle East and often North Africa, has undergone something of an evolution in recent years. How do you view it from a design standpoint?
There's a whole modest movement now that's kind of, become quite a large trend. I do think it's fantastic when you have models like Halima, on international platforms, wearing Milan, New York Fashion Week, representing the Middle Eastern, more modest, traditional Arabic or Islamic. I'm giving you so many words because this is what it represents. It represents many things, not just modest, many avenues of what our culture is about.
I'm curious to know, living and working in Saudi, how are the changes that we've recently heard about affecting your day-to-day life?
Yeah, I think there's more opportunities. I think certain doors that were closed then are open now in different industries because of the lack of corruption and no tolerance for corruption as well. It's not so much who you know, it's what you know and what you're able to offer.
Tell me about your latest film, in particular with the Saudi woman behind the wheel of a car.
We chose a lady like Bayan Lanjawi, who is basically represents what the millennial is educated, young, is an entrepreneur, is an influencer. Video is about empowerment, and at the same time, it's a very simple story of this lady walking out of her house, where she finally, gets to dream, and she is into a new reality, found a new freedom and freedom to drive. I think the whole movement of the word Sa'aqood, which is the name of the campaign, Sa'aqood, I will drive, has different meanings. One meaning is I will drive, and the other meaning is I will lead.
Hatem, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for speaking to us today.
The pleasure is entirely mine. Thank you.